So, breaking news, Murillo signs a new contract for Forest. Welcome to your Forest news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to your Forest breaking news out the blue left field as Murillo signs a new deal. Coming up, we'll talk you through the details of it. What does it mean? And also a bit of information on the other players as well. So make sure you've hit that like button. Make sure you've subscribed as well if you're new to Forest Fan TV, and do that hype thing, whatever it is. Someone explain it to me in the comments. And let's get into it. So Murillo, who signed a new contract last year, has now put pen to paper and signed a contract for another further year's extension to 2030. Now, what's not being said in that contract is no doubt there's a few extra 10 grands or 100 grands or 50 grands on there. And Murillo has committed himself until 2030 with Forest. And this is fascinating to say the least, because there's been this whole is he injured, is he not injured thing going on. He went out to Dubai and what have you. And now it's all smiles and Murillo is happy and signing and doing an interview saying he's thanking the fans, and he's happy for him and his family. And I think this is a good signing. I hope that whatever's been going on with Murillo in the last 2 months was maybe this negotiation thing with the contract, and now his injury will clear up and everything will be rosy. But Pereira did say in his presser on Friday that Murillo won't be risked this weekend. So it's a beach match, isn't it? So it is what it is. But I think this is good news because, look, irrespective of how annoyed I've been at Murillo over the last few weeks with this injury stuff going on, this is about statements. We saw a statement last summer with Morgan Gibbs-White and what Marinakis did and how he stopped him going to Spurs, and Gibbs-White really should be thanking Marinakis now because he could have been, employed by a championship club come this time tomorrow. So we have to see statements this summer, and making statements this summer is going to be a lot harder because we don't have European football. We've just, we've got Forest, the 2 stars, and the Marinakis promise. So Marinakis right now is working extremely hard on 3 players. Murillo, done. Morgan Gibbs-White, done. Oh, not done, sorry, but in negotiations. And also Anderson. Now, I'm seeing all kinds of crap on Anderson right now. I'm seeing, oh, look at him. He's with the sporting director of Man City, even though it looks nothing like him. I'm seeing that personal terms have been agreed with Anderson and Man City and all this crap. I'm hearing the total opposite, right? And we'll get into it a bit more once I've clarified some information on that. But before we kind of break all that down, let's go and see officially what's been said by the club. So Murillo signs a new deal. Forest is delighted to confirm Murillo signed a new contract extension to stay with the club until the summer of 2030. The Brazilian has played 39 times in all competitions so far this season, in a campaign that's seen the 23-year-old surpass 100 appearances for Forest since his move in 2023. By the way, there's been bare players who have just hit 100 recently. Taiwo, Chris Woods, I can't remember, there's like 3 or 4 other, Dominguez wasn't it as well? Anyway, as a key part of the backline, Murillo has also impacted in the other end of the pitch in 2 big away games this season, at Anfield in the Premier League and Istanbul in the Europa League against Fenerbahce. The goal to open the scoring in Turkey saw the Brazilian win possession just inside his own half after a 1-2 with Elliot Anderson. Anyway, it goes on for the whole thing, right, about his goal. Last season, the combative and skillful defender played a crucial role in helping the team qualify for Europe for the first time in 30 years, featuring in all but 2 of the 38 league games along the way to finish 7th in the Premier League. Anyway, onto the contract stuff. Having agreed a new deal in January 2025, this extended contract sees Murillo, who already earned his first international appearance last year, extend his stay on Trentside by an extra year. On signing the new deal, Murillo said, "This is my 2nd renewal with the club, and I'm feeling so happy. It's a dream, and it's really important for me, my family, and my career. It shows me how important I am for the club, and the people have confidence in me." And then goes on to say, "I also want to thank the fans because they are really important, not only for me, but also the team, and I'm feeling so proud." Global Technical Director Jorge Sirianos added, "Murillo has continued to improve from the moment he arrived here, establishing himself as one of the best players in his position. He is a hugely important player for us and have a big appreciation for Forest and the love he receives from everyone connected to the club. We're delighted he has extended his stay by an extra year in a deal that is both rewarding for his ongoing impact on the team and a reflection of the club's ambition to continue our growth. Okay, so those last lines are pretty key. I think Forest know they messed up last summer. The whole Edu thing, the whole freaking, recruitment, you could argue some were good, some were bad, some were indifferent. I think what the plan here is to target the core first. As I mentioned, Gibbs-White, Murillo and Anderson. These are 3 contracts that Marinakis and co really want to get locked down, watertight and water sealed. Now, what I will say, even if all 3 of them sign a contract, right, that doesn't stop a Barcelona or a Real Madrid coming in and offering 150 million and Forest could then say yes to it. A contract is worth nothing these days, but it shows intention, it shows a statement, and that's the key thing with this. So look, do I think am I happy Murillo signed? Of course I am, because he is a quality player. My concerns over the last few weeks is what's been going on in his head. My guess, and this is just my guess, is these negotiations have probably been going on for a couple of months. Or maybe he was looking and seeing, is there anything else out there that was interested in him? Maybe the signs weren't there. Maybe it wasn't clubs he was interested in, whatever it might be. The bottom line is it doesn't matter. He signed this new extension deal. We saw this happen with Gibbs-White, where he signed an extension for 1 year, if I remember last year, on his current deal. So these players are now getting financially rewarded. Now, they then have to return this with interest, you have to say. We need to now see Murillo next season really kicking on, really staying fit, whether or not scans say it or not. And also, he should be motivated because he hasn't made the Brazilian World Cup squad. And for him not to get there is probably going to be a little kick in the teeth for him. And he knows that performances on the pitch need to reflect, and that way he can get himself called up into the Brazilian squad. So I think we're going to get a motivated Murillo. I'm hoping his head is all straight now in terms of what we want to see. And I'm hoping the next news we're going to hear is about Gibbs-White and then shortly followed by Elliot Anderson as well. And then what will happen, I think, and this is just me chatting to you guys, right? I think after that, Forest will then assess the squad, look at it, think player X, Y, and Z, they're the ones that need to go. And we need to bring in, player A, B, and C. And if you listen to what Pereira said in his presser as well, he was focusing on the core. He wants to keep that core of the squad. He said he knows them, he knows their strengths, their weaknesses, and everything else. And he's saying there's 2 or 3 positions they want to strengthen. What we have to avoid this summer is a total 30 signings who gives an F kind of scenario. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be calmer. It needs to be more strategic. It needs to be more structured. Yes, there are positions we need to strengthen in. I think we need a new striker. I think we need at least 2 new wingers. And I think we probably need another left back backup or a right, and probably a right back backup for Einar. Nets to me looks like he can be good. Obviously, we've got Nico Williams there and so on. And then outside of that, if you keep the core of the team, then we're not looking too bad. And now with Forest going down to 1 game a week next season, then we shouldn't hear the excuses of, oh, we've got to play Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. We should now be hearing, right, we've played on the Saturday, got a whole week to train, to prep, to do everything. Let's get a good preseason as well. I don't want to hear this whole thing, minutes and legs and stuff like that. The last couple of preseasons have been pretty stinky, especially last season where we didn't score a goal pretty much in the whole of preseason. We need a good structured preseason, no dramas towards the end of it, no manager coming out saying, oh, I don't think our recruitment's done this, that and the other, and then getting himself sacked. Not for managers. Let's have a calm season for once, yeah? Get your thoughts in. How you feeling about Murillo signing for Forest? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you've liked and hyped and all that rest. And go check out the preview. We got Boring Mouth tomorrow. Can't wait for that one. Come on, you Reds.